What's up YouTube, this is 100 Free Swimmer coming at you with a Machina Gadget deck profile. Start up, we got 3 Machina Fortresses. Main beater of the deck, if it's destroyed by battle, you get to pop your opponent's card, any card that you want. If it's targeted by an effect, you get to look at your opponent's card, and you get to discard a card from their hand. Pretty easy to search out. All you have to do is pop cards that total level 4. Also, if you have a Gadget plus a Fortress in your hand, you can dump the Gadget and special summon Fortress, which is pretty cool. Main beater of the deck. Next up is 3 gear frames. Used to summon Fortress, and you can also exceed with him. Pretty high level 4 monster with 1800 attack. Next up is our gadgets. Green gadget searches red gadget searches yellow. Pretty good. You can also use it to exceed and to dump gadgets to summon Fortress. Next up, 1 Machina Force. I only run this card to dump this card to the graveyard and bring back Fortress to special summon it. Next up, the filler, Neo-Spatian Grand Mole. Perfect if you want to take out some cards of your opponent, maybe high-level exceeds or high-level monsters. If you attack it, it goes back to their hand or extra deck, and this card goes back to your hand without applying damage calculation. Next up, Gores. This card has saved me so many times, from, let's say, a Stardust attacks you. You can special summon this card from your hand if you have no monsters on the field or spells or traps, and it also summons a token equal to that of the life points you took. Pretty good card, 2700, saves you from most attacks. Next up, Genix Ally Birdman. I only run this card because it's a tuner to summon my synchro summon monsters. Next up, we got our staples. Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, MST. Dark Hole to clear your field. Monster Reborn to bring back your Fortress if you want. Heavy Storm to clear back row. And MST to clear some cards. You can also side in 2 more MSTs if you want, if you're at a local. For now, 1 Smashing Ground. Destroys the monster that has the highest defense. Limiter Removal has won me so many games. Doubles the attack of all machine type monsters. Pretty good card. 1 Book of Moon. If you want to negate the effects of Exceeds, highly recommend using Book of Moon because it negates the effects of Exceeds. 2 Bottomless Trap Holes. No explanation needed. Staple. Dimensional Prison to get rid of those strong monsters. Dark Bribe. My proxies for Solemn Warning. 2 Torrential Tributes to destroy monsters, so I can have the clear field, and I can have my Fortress attack directly. Solemn Judgments, pretty good card. 2 Mirror Force. Starlight Road, perfect card. If 2 or more cards on the field would get destroyed, activate Starlight Road, get Stardust Dragon. You can also use it if you can use Heavy Storm on yourself or Dark Hole on yourself, negate it, and if you to special summon Stardust Dragon. Pretty good card. 3 Compulsory Evacuation Devices. These are really good if your Fortress is removed from play. You can just compulse it back to your hand, because it's better to have a Fortress on your hand than remove from play. Next up is the extra deck. Stardust Dragon. If it gets Dark Hold, destroyed, then bring it back. Genix Ally Triforce. Just a filler if I have a Gadget. And Genix. Scrap Dragon. I don't know why I bought it. Gaia. If I have an extra Genix and a Gadget, I can just use it. It's pretty fun. Shockmaster. Used mostly to stop effect monsters, spells, and traps. Utopia. If I'm gonna get hit pretty hard, I can just use Utopia to stop the attack, save myself. Zenmeister. That's just filler. My friend Harold gave it to me. Gem Knight Pearl. I like using it because it destroys Stardust 2600. And my favorite X-Seed, Photon Pepple Reparative. If your opponent has Marshmallow on or Spirit Reaper, you can just detach a card from Photon, switch to attack mode, and it loses 600 attack points. And if you have fortresses, gadgets, you can just attack it, and you'll still and your opponent will lose life points. I've won many games from Photon. And that is it. I hope you liked my Machina Gadget deck. It's still not complete. Maybe next week I'm gonna buy Solemn Warnings, Lances, maybe Gear Gigants. I don't know. We'll see. Goodbye, YouTube.